Hi everyone, Kurt with HypnoDyne. I've got something new here that's potentially interesting. So first of all, don't worry about the signal because the device is right here. You're seeing it through a webcam. It's not on my head. I really need to upgrade my recording software here, but we'll make do. But one of the problems with lucid dreaming is that you need to practice. And some people don't know. They think if you shine some bright lights into your eyes, you'll become lucid. That's not how it works. You need to create a habit of doing dream checks whenever you see lights, whenever you see bright objects. And this is something that the first time I picked up a Nova Dreamer decades ago, I think I might have been 17 years old or something. But yeah, I had a lot of free time, so yeah, I could go around doing dream checks and keeping that level of overhead in my mind. But for most people, it's time consuming. It's something you forget about. And yeah, you can download one of these apps that tell you, hey, do the dream check. But still, the main reason most people are not frequent lucid dreamers is that they fail to do dream checks. They fail to create this habit. And it's only with a habit you're going to end up doing a dream check inside the dream, because inside the dream you don't have executive functions. The only types of behaviors you're capable of until you achieve lucidity is reflexive and automatic behaviors like habits. But fortunately, I seem to have found some kind of solution. I see the battery running out. Hopefully, it will last. So I introduce the QPractice file. This is a JavaScript file. If you're not familiar with the scripting in ZMax, you can just click on a icon there in the program and you can load whatever file you want. So what does this do? Well, first of all, as is customary, it's going to do some stimulation whenever REM sleep is detected during your sleep. So in this case, I put it into a function that's called do stimulation with some parameters. I made the parameters explicit so you can change them easily. But then, as you're falling asleep, it's going to keep track of the seconds. And every n seconds, that's defined here, second interval, for a total duration of this other number of seconds, is going to use the speech synthesizer to repeat one of these phrases, goes through them one by one, and as it's repeating them, it's also giving you that same stimulation. So it's basically training you to recognize the cue light, and you don't have to do this practice during the day. You can do it as you're falling asleep for whatever duration you choose to set. So here I put it to 2 minutes because you can actually hear that the volume of these suggestions is decreasing. But if you remove this or from false you put it to true, then it's going to change those parameters and do this routine every 30 seconds instead, which is more sane, for a total of 15 minutes. And you can change that. But so let's see what that looks like. Get the webcam in sight, and I'm going to reload the script. QPractice.
This light is my dream guide. It helps me remember that I am inside a dream.
Okay, now the webcam goes out of focus because of the light, which is, I
When I
remind
see
you,
this dream cue, I will immediately be aware that I am inside a dream.
the light is very bright, so it throws off the webcam. No worries, you just have to see it that it's activated.
I see the dream cue. Am I dreaming?
Now it's every 10 seconds.
Luminous objects are a sign that I must remain calm and perform a dream check. Car lights. A lighthouse. A light bulb. Any shiny object may be your sign that you are now dreaming.
Okay, so this is what it does, and the idea again is to remove the need for the user, the dreamer, to practice on a daily basis to recognize the dream cue. Imagine you do a 15 minutes routine of this every night prior to going to bed. You don't need to wake up and change the script or reset your computer. It's already here. The stimulation occurring during REM sleep, it's already here. You can enhance it with some JavaScript. You can cut and paste from it. I've got a bunch of different techniques in the scripts to do all sorts of different things. These are just examples. And then you can combine them and put them together. And like, for example, here there's no delay. So every REM epoch is going to do the stimulation. You might want to have a countdown. But the point is that you can combine the regular REM stimulation, which is your dream cue, with a routine that actually trains you to recognize the dream cue. Imagine you do this for whatever 15 minutes a night every time prior to going to bed, which, by the way, is a period of drowsiness. So very likely this kind of training is going to be, I don't know, you could argue that it's got a closer tie into your subconscious mind than if you were just reading these while you're full awake. Doesn't matter, but imagine you repeat this for 15 minutes a day for a month. What's that going to do to your mind's ability to recognize the dream cue? I think it's going to be very powerful. I think it's going to be more powerful than practicing during the day, as we've become accustomed to do. Yeah, so this is qpractice.js. I also have another thing here which does basically the same thing but without the dream cue, and it just repeats affirmations or suggestions, and it gradually ramps down the volume as you're falling asleep. And these are just phrases connected with trying to, it's called WILD, the wake-induced lucid dreaming technique. That's probably related to the WILD technique, but it's just playing back these affirmations or suggestions as you're going to sleep. And the Q practice is a variation of that, which also gives you the stimulation. So instead of trying to tell you, yes, I'm going to be lucid, I'm going to be lucid, it's saying when you see this light, you're going to do a dream check. That's all I've got for today. This is included in the newest version of the software that I'm uploading in a minute. And let me know if it works for you and what you think. Have fun. Kurt out.